Warning, this video contains a random guy trashing your favorite anime or manga series. So if you're one of those sensitive fanboys that get butthurt over the slightest criticism, then I advise you to go find you something that's a little bit more tolerable, alright? But yeah, I'm finna trash on your favorite anime series, so don't say I didn't warn you so, alright? JoJo's Diamond is Unbreakable, also known as JoJo's Part 4, is a series that is well received by a lot of anime fans, mainly because of its slice of life and its cast of wacky characters. I've personally never gotten into the JoJo series, mainly because the shit looked gay to me. No offense to the gay people out there, but dudes wearing nail polish, lipstick, and tight-ass clothes is something I don't want to see when watching the show. And no, I don't have an issue with gay people, alright? I grew up and went to school with a lot of them, and they're some of the chillest motherfuckers I know, mainly because of how blunt and honest they are. As a matter of fact, one of my favorite characters in JoJo's Part 4 is a flamboyant character named Rohan, and that's because he's sarcastic and he talks shit about a lot of characters.
Yo, Rohan sensei!
Are you calling it quits for the day? Instead of sitting all by yourself, why don't you join us?
Perfect. A self-absorbed jerk-off, a moron, and a bitch.
So let me reiterate and make myself very clear. I don't have an issue with gay people, alright? I just don't want to see a lot of that sassy shit when reading or watching the series. Now, back to the review. Now, I know a lot of people watching this video are asking, why did you decide now to give the JoJo series a chance, given your reasonings for not wanting to watch it? And my answer to that is YouTube. I put up a poll asking my supporters what series would they want me to cover since they helped me reach 5K subscribers. And the series that ended up winning was Boruto. But because I've already covered Boruto, I felt like it would have been more interesting to cover something that I never covered before. So I asked Boruto and chose the second highest voted, which was JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. As to how I ended up covering JoJo's Part 4, I put up a poll asking, yo, which is the best JoJo's part? And JoJo's Part 4 won by an extraordinary amount. So yeah, don't get mad at me for covering JoJo's Part 4. This is what the fans wanted. Now, throughout my experiences of watching JoJo's Part 4, I gotta be honest, the shit felt like a waste of time. Like, 17 out of the 39 episodes felt like filler with little to no plot progression. Like, I couldn't stop asking myself when watching this show, what is the fucking point of this, and how the fuck does any of this contribute to the overall story? Like, one minute there's an episode about a motherfucker playing rock, paper, scissors with some little ass kid, and then the next minute there's another episode where motherfuckers is trying to capture a rat, and then there's another fucking episode where this crazy bitch tries to get plastic surgery to get Koichi's attention, and then there's another fucking episode where Josuke and Okuyasu goes to this restaurant to eat this chef's food, and it's like the whole shit just felt like a waste of fucking time. Like, the series follows this villain of the week formula where in most cases we'll deal with a villain for about 3 episodes max, and then they'll get tossed to the side for some other villain of the week character. And yes, these villain of the week characters are technically important to the story because they get shot by this arrow that's extremely important to the overall story, but I feel like they could have left out some of those characters and focused more on the characters that would have actually contributed or be important to the overall story. JoJo's Part 4 shouldn't have been 39 episodes. I think it would have been better if it was 21 episodes or 24 episodes at best. Enough time to get in the Red Hot Chili Pepper arc, enough time to get in Koichi's development, and enough time to solve the Kira case. And I know there's going to be people out there that say, oh, it's a slice of life, of course it's going to have fluff. And I don't really think that's a good argument because you can have slice of life that progresses the plot. I mean, it's the main reason why I don't consider the Yukiko kidnapping Koichi episode a waste of time, because without that episode, Koichi's stand doesn't involve and Koichi's character doesn't involve. Now, when it comes to the story itself, it fucking sucks. Nothing really gets interesting until the 22nd or 23rd episode when they actually heavily focused on Kira's character. And even the Kira storyline was kind of trash, or as a matter of fact, the Kira storyline was actually decent. And then it started becoming trash because it was starting to become very unrealistic with some of the mistakes that Kira was making. Like, Kira is a smart character. He's been shown to do smart shit throughout the show. It's the reason why he's been able to get away with murder for so long, because he used his stand in a smart way. Hell, even when Koichi, Josuke, and Jotaro was chasing him, the motherfucker went and copped him a whole new body, so it'll be harder for them to find him. Like, you can't tell me this character is not smart in some way, shape, or form, or at least smart enough to know to not blow up a kid in front of a fucking high school, or to go out in public with a severed hand. Like, this character should be smart enough to know to just blow up Koichi instead of fucking with his sock, or he should be smart enough to know to not follow a couple all the way from the fucking train station all the way to their fucking houses without at least thinking to check his surroundings to see if anyone else sees him following this same couple from the train station all the way to their fucking houses. And he should definitely be smart enough to know to not say his fucking name twice in fucking public in broad fucking daylight. Like, that's the main reason this motherfucker got caught. Like, how often is it that a motherfucker just goes outside to blurt their name to the public, especially if you have a warrant for your arrest? And what made this shit so terrible is that after this motherfucker Kira said his full name, the little kid was like, wait, did you just say your full name? This motherfucker Kira did a whole double back Steve Urkel, oops, did I just do that? And he fucking said his name again. And yeah, fucking 2-3 minutes later, Josuke shows up talking about some, wait, this might be a stroke of luck, but did you just say the name I think you said? And there you fucking go, the motherfucker got caught, the bite the dust ability wasn't as effective. And it's like, Joe, this character cannot be this fucking stupid. But then again, it became very apparent as I continued to watch the show that the author needed Kira to be extremely fucking stupid in order for the heroes to win. Ultimately, when it comes to the Kira storyline, it started off with a lot of potential, but it fell right off a fucking cliff, mainly because of how conveniently stupid Kira's character was written to be in order to give the heroes a chance to win. Nonetheless, his storyline is still the most interesting thing in the entire show. Now, when it comes to the characters, most of them are annoying as hell. The only good characters in the show, in my opinion, are Koichi and Rohan, mainly because their character development and progression is the most apparent in the show. Overall, I'll say Koichi is the best character in all of Part 4, and I'll even go as far as to say that he feels more like the main character of the story than Josuke himself. I mean, Koichi cleans Josuke's character from a writing perspective, and it's not even fucking close. Josuke's character, for the most part, is inconsistent as hell. One minute he's a really good guy with a hard on for friendship that's just stuck on doing the right thing, and then the next minute he's a hustler that gambles and finesses people out of their money. Like, his character is a walking contradiction. He also has random moments where he throws a tantrum because of people assaulting his goofy ass haircut. Like, even for a 16-year-old, that shit makes him look hella childish. Also, Josuke's stand is broken as fuck. Like, I know they have the drawback to where he can't really heal himself, but he's the main fucking character. I don't expect him to get hurt that severely any fucking way. But his stand takes a lot of tension out of the show. Like, one minute I think a character's about to die, and then here comes fucking Josuke to fix him right up. And I'm not even going to lie, that might be the only issue I have with his power, because him using his power to recover evidence or to help him find certain things, like, that shit is kind of dope. Like, it's a creative way for him to use his stand. But all that other shit where he's healing people that should have died, I think that shit just hella corny, and I think they should have just like made it to where he can't heal people at all. And it would have made the series a lot more interesting, because there's a lot of characters that should have fucking died, but because of Josuke's stand, they're alive right now. Also, speaking of broken stands, Okuyasu has one of, if not the most broken stands in the entire fucking show. Like, if it wasn't for Okuyasu being the complete fucking idiot, Okuyasu would deadass be the strongest character in JoJo's Part 4. 4. Like, he literally can erase anything from existence, including space itself. Like, if Okuyasu had any type of brain cells in his fucking noggin, then this whole show would not have been 39 fucking episodes, because there are mad instances where Okuyasu could have just used his stand to just end shit right away. Like, there's a video on YouTube that perfectly showcases how Okuyasu could have ended JoJo's Part 4 sooner if he would have just used his stand in a smarter way. Speaking of Okuyasu's character, if I haven't said this already, he's a fucking idiot, and his character doesn't have any moments of progression. Like, he had one moment when he was facing off against Red Hot Chili Pepper, when all he had to do was just sit there and wait for Josuke, Jotaro, and Koichi to come over there so they can ask him questions and confiscate him. But no, Okuyasu was not having none of that shit. At first, he was cool. He was being real mature. He's like, look, you killed my brother, but so what? It is what it is. You're about to get arrested anyway, so there's no point in doing any of this shit. But then he gets egged on to doing something anyway, and fucking Red Hot Chili Pepper gets away. And it's like, oh my fucking God. Like, Joe, this character could have been so much better, dog. Like, even his introduction, he wasn't that bad. But it's like, the minute he started becoming friends with Josuke, it's like his IQ level shot through the fucking concrete ground or some shit. It's like, what the fuck happened to this character? As for Jotaro's character, he's pretty fucking bland. Like, there is really nothing going on with this dude's character. He's just there to help with the investigation and to tell Josuke about his father. That's it. As for Joseph Joestar, he is dead ass a glorified cameo. Like, he's just there to patch things up with his son, and he finds an invisible baby. That's it. Like, you could take him out the story completely and nothing will change. They could have dealt with that family reunion and invisible baby shit in some other part where it would actually matter, because in part 4, none of that shit really matters. Like, even when Josuke meets his father, it's like kind of half-assed. It's like one of those things where I won't accept my father type thing, but then later on, after him and his father don't spend that much time together, he somehow is close with his father now and cool with him, I guess. It's like, it's real fucking awkward, and they could have just left that shit out. As for Rohan, I've already expressed how I feel about his character earlier in the video. He's a very enjoyable character. As for the rest of the other characters in the series that I didn't name in this video, they were either irrelevant, forgettable, or just straight up trash. Like, their characters were so uninteresting that I couldn't give two fucks about them. A couple of things I want to praise JoJo's Part 4 for is its vibe and charm. The show is hella vibrant. The design of the characters and everything around them are uniquely refreshing, and the music is really dope. Overall, if I had to give JoJo's Part 4 a grade, I would give it a D+, mainly because the series had a lot of fluff and it made watching JoJo's Part 4 feel like a waste of time. Also, a lot of the characters were really fucking corny, and the Kira storyline was ruined by goofy mistakes made by Kira himself. Also, Josuke's stand took a lot of tension away from the series. Now, I know some people watching this video might want to know if this is the last time I'll ever be talking about JoJo's, and my answer to that is yes. I mean, I'm sorry, man, I just can't get into JoJo's. It's not for me. Now, I did check out Part 1 because someone did tell me that Part 1 was better than Part 4. And I will agree the first 3 episodes of Part 1 were better than the first 3 episodes of Part 4. But even after coming to that conclusion, like, it still wasn't enough to make me a JoJo's fan or even make me continue JoJo's Part 1. Like, I dropped JoJo's Part 1 after 3 episodes. So, like, it just really comes down to me not really being a fan of JoJo's. But that's all I had to say about JoJo's Part 4. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe. I very much appreciate it. It's your boy Trigger Senpai, and I'm out, man. Peace. Oh shit, what the fuck is this right here? Yo, get the fuck out of here. Yo, so I'm not wrong. I'm not fucking wrong. So JoJo's is sus. Hey y'all, get the fuck out of my comment section talking about some trigger. Go ahead, talk about JoJo's Part 7. No, JoJo's is done. Like I said, I have no issue with gay people, but I cannot watch shit like this. And y'all have to understand why I don't want to watch shit like this. Dog, look at this shit. He's licking his face. Is he pissing in a cup? What the fuck? Yo, he taking shots? What the fuck? Yeah! Damn me. I don't give a damn about nothing else. Freaking you is on. I need your body. I need your body. Damn you.